welcome to episode 28 of They Tried to Bury Us on FM24. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you in the Vanarama National League. We're going to be at home to Gillingham and away to Dagenham and Redbridge. So let's get straight into it. And the team to face Gillingham is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Gillingham, and it is Herrick in goal, back four Fisher, Panzo, Mullen and Abdul Salem, McMahon Brown behind Bridge and Diallo as our midfield three, Namai on the left hand side, Chimaziri on the right and Burns up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks if we play like we did last time we'll do well. I am going to agree with him. No gesture, we'll just say it. And let's get straight out there and try and start the episode with a win. It is probably the toughest game we've faced so far in the entire save. So it will be interesting to see how we get on in this one. And the first highlight is a Bury highlight. Abdul Salem's cross. And Sadou Diallo has given Bury the lead. It's Bury 1, Gillingham 0. So we're off to a great start. 6 minutes gone. A goal to the good already. And is that going to take us top of the league? No, it won't, because Cheltenham are also ahead. And now we've got a throw in on the left-hand side. Fisher with the long throw into Burns. Play back to Namai, and we've won a penalty. Burns fouled in the box and taking it himself. So he takes a few steps back and beats the keeper. Bury 2, Gillingham 0. That's his 4th of the season already. And things are going well. We're second in the table, 3 points behind Cheltenham. So we need them to lose if we're going to go top of the league. But it doesn't look like they're going to. They're a goal up against South Shields. So not looking like they're dropping points. But second place for now is decent. And we're approaching the half-time whistle with a reasonably comfortable lead. And there it is, half-time. Bury 2, Gillingham 0. So into the dressing room. Yeah, completely agree with him. Again, I'm going to do it with no gesture. And only make subs for players who are tiring rapidly. So I think that's Tony Fisher. In fact, yeah, we can put Panzo to left back. Fisher can come off for Hamoud. And also Bridge for Agyemang. And that'll do. So 2 changes. Start the second half. And let's see if we can carry on in the same vein we did in the first half. Quite a few decent performances across the various parts of the pitch. So not concerned about performance levels at this stage. Just fitness levels. Panzo to Agyemang. Panzo again crosses it in. And the header from Dan Chimaziri in off the frame of the goal. And it is Bury 3, Gillingham 0. So we've had a good start to the second half as well. Comfortably ahead now. And surely on course for the 3 points. Panzo's picked up an injury. That's not ideal. So I'm going to bring Melanic Ali on. As I'm doing that, Gillingham have scored. It's 3-1. And I am going to drop Namai back and put Melanic Ali on the left wing. And the shot there is flashed over the bar from Chimaziri. We've got one more sub, I think. In fact, no, we've probably got more than that. As keeper's come for that, he's got nowhere near it, and thankfully it's bounced over the top. And we've got, in fact, 2 substitutions remaining. McMahon Brown needs to come off, so I'll bring Wildman Armour on. And for my final change, I think it's going to be Dan Chimaziri for Brodie Pert. With just over 10 minutes left, that'll be all our subs used up. And a 3-1 lead to take into those final 10 minutes. A deserved 3-1 lead as well. Agyemang to Namai. Namai's cross is a good one, but Doughty is out to claim it. Launches it forward. And the flick on finds Morris, who's in, and Herrick denies him. It is a corner to Gillingham. Clark, left-footed in-swinger. To the near post, header away, not convincing. But then smashed clear by Diallo over the halfway line. And the highlight comes to an end. 5 minutes to go, still 3-1. Should be good enough now to guarantee the win. But 7 minutes of added time is not a number we wanted to see. As Ogle and then Zach Brunt makes it 3-2. And Namai with the mistake. I am going to go attacking. I am going to demand more. And we've got just over a minute to hold on for the win. There is the full-time whistle. Bury 3, Gillingham 2. I'll be back with the second match of today's episode in just a moment. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a visit to Dagenham and Redbridge. And the team for this one is Wright in goal. Back four, Fisher, Panzo, Mullen and Abdul Salem. McMahon Brown behind Bridge and Davis in midfield. Namai on the left, Chimaziri on the right and Sam Burns up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants me to say we're doing well, we're on a good run and we should keep it going. I agree with him, so I'm going to say that and let's get out there and try and make it 2 wins from 2 on today's episode. So as always, first 10 minutes is a watching brief unless anything happens. First highlight actually is from Dagenham and they've headed the cross over the bar and the highlight comes to an end. So not the dominant start we've been used to. So I think a demand more is entirely reasonable. Now Abdul Salem with a free kick and he's grazed the crossbar with it from huge range. But it remains 0-0. And 20 minutes in, we still await the next highlight. Although here we go with one. And Dagenham have won it back. Simmons goes with it and goes for the long range effort and he's very nearly managed to work the goalkeeper. So let's demand more and start thinking about what we might be able to change at half time. As Namai plays it infield for McMahon Brown. On the underlap is Namai, out to Fisher on the left wing. Namai crosses it and Chimaziri picks it up, feeds Abdul Salem. It's deflected to Rackley. Namani plays it back to Munro. Campbell to Namani. Bennett steps inside, beats Abdul Salem. Tries to go around McMahon Brown, but McMahon Brown's too good for him. Wright takes over at the back, and the highlight comes to an end. And now we've got a corner. Abdul Salam with a right-footed in-swinger, which is headed away. Davis to Abdul Salam, crosses it in again, and this time the cross is headed home by Dan Chimaziri, and it is Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Bury 1. So 33 minutes gone, we've got the breakthrough. And now Abdul Salam with another in-swinging corner, headed on. And Davis goes for the overhead, gets it wrong, but it falls to Sam Burns, who puts it in the back of the net. And it is Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Bury 2. So 2 quick-fire goals. And we are in charge of the match. Now, Cheltenham Town are 3-1 up on Woking. So we're not going to close the gap at the top. But there's half-time, and it's a really good first half. So I'm pleased. Yeah, I'm going to agree with him again. And now, Hamid Abdul Salam needs to come off. Terrell Agyemang can come on at right back. And Panzo is tired as well. So I'll bring on Hamoud. And I think that's it for now. So 2 changes down, 3 to go. We can make those individually in the second half because we haven't used any sub windows yet. So we are 53 minutes in. No second half highlights yet, but at 2-0 up, that's not a problem. And my next change, I think, is going to be Chimaziri. And we'll bring on Brodie Pert. That's an easy change. As Bridge plays it to Fisher. Hamoud to Fisher. Namai. Back to Hamoud. Ball over the top. Kept in by Namai. And headed wide. Highlight comes to an end. Next change is going to be McMahon Brown. And that will be Wildman to come on. Or Wildman Armour, I should say. And that leaves me one more change available. And Namai, if I can, which I can for Millenic Ali. So we'll bring him on. And Davis wins it back, but then gives it straight to Campbell. Don't think he knew he was even there. Bennett to Thompson. It's crossed in. And the shot goes wide. We got away with that one somewhat. And it remains 2-0. Into the final 10 minutes. And looking good now for the 3 points. The cross is headed away. Fisher is beaten to it by Strachan, who goes past him like he's not even there. Feeds Namani. And Namani's cross is headed in by Keandra Simmons. And they've got the goal. It is Dagenham and Redbridge 1, Bury 2. So now I need to demand more. As Wildman Armour plays it back to Hamoud. He's given it straight to Ralki. But Mullen wins it back. Burns drops very deep. Feeds Pert. It's played through for Bridge, who dinks it over the keeper. Has he stayed onside though? Yes, he has. Dagenham and Redbridge 1, Bury 3. And we've got just over 5 minutes to go. So into the final 5 minutes, leading by 3 goals to 1. Hamoud now with a free kick, launched forward. McKay picks it up, plays it back to his goalkeeper. Webb to McKay. Ralki to McKay. Strachan to Hart. Hart's long ball forward. Will find Simmons. He's held up briefly. Gets the cross away and we get it clear. Only as far as Monroe. who goes for the shot and hits the crossbar. So 2 minutes to go, a 3-1 lead. Had that gone in, it would have been a very tense 7 minutes of stoppage time. Should be fine though. Mullin plays it backwards, finds Hamoud. Hamoud to Mullin, goes right this time to Agyemang. Agyemang into Pert, tries to reverse it into the box. Pert will get another chance, back heels it to Agyemang. Davis gives the ball away to Ralki. Street gives it straight back to Hamoud. Now Davis to Wildman-Armour, and that's given away to Simmons, who finds Strachan. Strachan into Street, and he's put it wide. Massive chance for Dagenham to cut the deficit. They haven't done it, and they're probably going to pay for that now. And there is the full-time whistle. Dagenham and Redbridge 1, Bury 3. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the league table then, and confirmation that with 9 games played, we've won 6, drawn 2, lost just the 1. We are second in the table with 20 points, 3 adrift of league leaders Cheltenham Town. So let's have a look at when we're going to come back. And I think what I'm going to do is bring you back for the games in the Vanarama National League. We'll show you Mansfield Town at home and Torquay United away. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.